No, it's my favorite black Hebrew Israelites. There they are. I love these guys.
First and foremost, we're not black Hebrew Israelites. That's offensive to us.
African American
We're
Hebrew
not African
Israelites.
American either.
All right, what are you?
We're just Hebrew Israelites.
Hebrew. I love it. They're Jews. They're like George Costanza from Seinfeld,
So
except
what you got going on?
a little bit darker. Well,
What you
I'm your favorite president. We're working hard. We're looking for ceasefire. Russia and Ukraine, right?
We don't want that though.
Look at this guy. This guy looks
hold on.
possessed.
Hold on.
The
We
guy
don't
on
want
the
that,
end.
though. We don't want a ceasefire.
What do we want?
We want war.
What war?
That's what we want.
How can I join the Hebrew Israelites?
Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11.
How can I join? I want to become a Hebrew Israelite.
You don't join. You don't join. You see this shirt right here? You see this? What did it say?
Israelite blood runs through my veins.
Yeah,
Oh!
it has to be bloodline thing right here. You
They
don't join this. This ain't a frat. This ain't a fraternity.
And he that set up on him was called
That's right.
faithful
That's right.
and true and in righteousness. He does good and make war.
What do we want to see?
Good and make war.
Tell Donald Trump what we want.
Good and make war.
No, we
There
want
we go.
peace.
Good and make war.
We want war.
Well, I have to tell you, you're very inclusive. You have a mentally retarded black Hebrew Israelite, and I respect that. I respect that so strongly. So strongly.
How about your mama's are mentally retarded?
Uh-oh.
How about your grandma's mentally retarded, right?
Well, I have great respect for retards. I have great respect for retards.
St. John, Psalm chapter
They're
18
not
and verse 20,
retarded, but
right?
if they were, they'd be winning retards. That I can tell you. But you guys, best
Let's
of
read
luck,
it.
okay?
Psalm
Best
chapter
of luck
18
with
and
the
verse
war.
20, right?
Look at that. I love the do-rag.
Get in that ass quick fast like Ramadan.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, as always, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim al-Shai, Kodash, which Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai, that's whom this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, that's his true name. And the Ruach Kodash, that is the Holy Spirit. And I also want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all your brothers out there. And you just saw that video clip from one of these influencers, out here in the world. And clearly, he's one of these comedians. And, he bumped into one of the camps out there in LA. And, they're on the Hollywood Boulevard. Okay? I'm not sure, what group this is. But, he's trying to make fun of them. Trying to make fun of the Israelites. Okay? And, these people, they're going to find out very soon that the message that we're preaching is correct. All right? Because I'll say this, this whole world has been, sold a lie, for a very long time. Okay? If you believe in the Bible, according to this world, right? You're a Christian. They basically are pushing that, or they've been pushing that narrative that, so-called JC's gonna come back, give everybody hugs, high fives, kisses, and everything's gonna be a-okay. But that's, not the truth. According to the scriptures in the book of Ezekiel, it says what? That this book is full of lamentations, mournings, and woes. Okay? It says also that, there's going to be perilous times coming. Also says what? That the slain of the Lord shall be many. And there's so many scriptures that talk about great destruction. Okay? You see? And, right now, as the scriptures talk about, the tree is still green. People are able to, get food, get their water, go home, got a roof over their head, right? They got heat. They got, electricity, they got their phones, they got their cars, so on and so forth. Everything's cool. But when this society breaks down, that's when reality is going to hit these people. That's when it's really going to hit them. When all the perks of this society, get stripped from them, that's when, like I said, that's when reality is going to sink in. And it's going to be a very, very scary day for a lot of people. All right? You know? I saw this clip, and like I said, I don't know who this group is. But, these things, I'll say this, because this is what the scriptures say. Let me get this real quick. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. It says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust. So we know that there's going to be scoffers. Okay? People that are going to come up against us, mock us, right? You're going to have people that are actually going to, get into physical altercations with us. We understand these things, but, these things are offensive. Because when I saw this, and like I said, I don't even know this group, but the fact that this, individual who's, probably heathen, more than likely, all right, from what it looks like, he might be, so-called Jewish, right? He'd be one of these so-called Arabs. I'm not really too sure, okay, what his background is. All right, but, he's, he was mocking, the brothers, for preaching, the word. I didn't find that funny. You got men who are, repenting, who are turning back to Yahweh Shem Shai, trying their best, and you got a goddamn loser coming up to him, trying to mock him. That's very irksome. That's very, very irksome. But, we understand that in these latter days, you're going to have individuals pop up and try to, make, jokes about the situation. But joke's on you. Because at the end of the day, hey, you're going to dwell in torments. You're going to have to deal with famines, rapes, diseases. And if you survive all those things, right, and then some, look forward to a thermonuclear missile raining down on you. Hellfire. You see? Hey, we're going to get the last laugh at the end of the day. Let me get this. And this shouldn't be too long of a lesson. Just something that popped up on my feed, and Spirit said, do a lesson on it. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 36. And I'll start at 14. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen. And this is going into our people, okay? They always follow after the ways of the heathen. And this is why the Lord jacks us up. Our people are notorious for these things. And it says, and polluted the house of the Lord, which he hath hallowed in Jerusalem. And the Lord Yahweh, the power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers. Okay, and these messengers are whom? The prophets, the men of the Lord. Okay? All right? And I want to just, to throw this statement out there. Starting with the apostles on down, and I do believe this as well. There are men of the Lord in these different camps as well. Okay, it's just not, GMS. Because I'll say this, not all members of GMS are even right. That's why you have a bunch of guys fall out, get kicked out. You see? The Lord is gathering the elect. And you have men of the Lord that are going to be, dispersed in these different camps. And these could be possibly elect men. I don't know. All right? We'll find out, when that time comes. But I'll say this, hey, they're preaching the word. Doing a lot more than this, asshole. Okay? But let me keep reading. It says, and the Lord Yahweh, the power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes, meaning early, and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High. And I'll say this, it starts off with our people, but it also trickles down to these heathens too, okay? But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, so there was no remedy. See, they're going to keep doing this until the wrath of the Lord comes. That's when these people are going to take things serious. But by that point, you know, it's a wrap. I'll say this, hey, for you heathens, you'll never understand, you know, the scriptures. It's not for you. And if, hey, you're here in America, doesn't matter what heathen you are going to be annihilated. Okay? That's facts. And then for 2/3 of our own people that are in this place, America, they're going to get annihilated too. And that's because they joined hand in hand with you. So they're going to get that heathen judgment. And then, as I like to bring out a lot anyways, according to Zechariah, the 13th chapter, the 9th verse, really the 1/3 are only the Lord's people as of now. 2/3 aren't considered the children of Israel. That's why the scriptures say what? All of Israel is not of Israel, right? It also says what? It talks about the Israel of God. You see? You know, just to throw that out there. A point being, though, is that you people are going to suffer. And then you can get your little laughs and giggles now, but eventually, a game playing is about to end. Okay? Game playing is about to end. You know, we are in those times. Martial law is literally here. All right? You know, you got World War III, you know, happening. The economy is collapsing. Racial tensions are at an all-time high. There's so many things happening. You see? Hey, but it is what it is, you know, with these people. But like I said, I just wanted to do a little quick hit. You know, I just, wanted to touch on this, topic because I saw it. And, I hope whoever was listening to this lesson, was edified. And with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom.